Today we'll be looking into the Razer Ornata V3. It's a membrane keyboard that has an unusually low price of $50. The box, of course, has Razer's usual chroma style and a nice font. They claim their keyboard is low profile, which is basically just them saying broke-ass keyboard. Meanwhile, on the back they have a lot of words that we will in fact not be reading. Instead, we'll have a look to the right where Razer makes these outrageous claims about their quote-unquote soft wrist rest. This is probably the biggest lie in this entire box, as I opened the box early to test it out for myself and found that it's literally just a solid plastic bar that's not even magnetic. I mean, seriously, I opened it up to test it on the keyboard. It didn't connect anywhere, let alone like magnetically. Instead, it likes to slide around on the desk and is more so a platform for my wrists than a rest. Anyways, actually opening the box, we have a nice wrap around the keyboard, and they definitely make it look pleasing. Here's that wretched rest, and the rest of the box we can just throw away. We're also going to throw that wretched rest away because it's the equivalent of trying to stare at your 12-year-old son who got a D- on the easiest math test of the year. Wrap has a soft feel and the wires wrapped neatly. Bringing out the old zombie killer, we can be able to fully free it from its entrapment and plug it into the actual computer. The wrap comes off smoothly and it makes a nice addition to the trash can. And then we have the keyboard out. It's time to take this cap off of the wire and... Moving on, the way it lights up is quite nice. It's roughly the same size as the Pinky, but sounds more like a caring GF puts you to sleep by singing ASMR video than a boyfriend helps you fall back asleep with a baseball bat Reki ASMR video. The time has come for the typing test. Here, I type a simple story just to see how crispy it not only sounds, but looks on my 180Hz Alienware monitor. From there, we move on to the game test, where I of course use a rhythm game that relies solely on the power of the keyboard. And while it definitely does better than the quote low-profile keyboard that your $1,000 computer came with, it still doesn't compare to Pinky. I notice that it takes a substantial amount of pressure to register the press. There are two perspectives to this, feature. On the bright side, you won't be having any misinputs, but on the other side, it's impossible to click as fast as a more pricey keyboard. These buttons are also nice. I haven't seen them on a keyboard in a long time. They're exceptionally useful if you don't have headphones that have a similar feature. But that's about it. I promised I'd keep it short and honest, and if you want my opinion, I'd say this keyboard is actually definitely worth it. The $40 option is definitely the best one, since the $50 keyboard literally only gives you chroma options, which is not worth it because Razer Synapse is just a hunk of junk. There are definitely some better options, like a cheap SteelSeries keyboard, but if you're a budget Razer fanboy, this keyboard was made for you. As far as Walmart keyboards go, this is probably the best one. And in case you were curious, the pink keyboard I referenced in this video is the Razer Huntsman V3 Rose Quartz Edition. My microphone is the Razer Siren Mini Mercury, and my mouse is of course the Death Adder.